Hey guys, what's going on? Troy and Mountain Man Treasure here. We're going to move through this quickly because we've got a lot of sales.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. It means I go to garage sales and estate sales. I go to thrift stores. I buy stuff and then I sell it again online. Mostly, I'm doing that on eBay. And we had really good sales weekend this weekend. 32 items, I think, are headed out the door. But actually, we did back-to-back garage sale videos on Friday and Saturday. So I didn't get a chance to show you what sold on Friday. So this is sort of a supersized what sold. We'll get right to it. All right, the latest stuff headed out. And once again, quite a hodgepodge that we've got here. Nothing new for my store. Here we've got a fence energizer. This is a deal that you would hook your electric fence up to around here in Montana. You probably got cattle, sheep, goats, whatever it is. This is the unit that powers that electric fence. And I could have sold it for a little bit more, but it's completely untested. And very clean. The people I bought it from said that it works. And so I put that in the listing of, hey, I'm told it works, but I have not tested it myself. So I priced it down. And then I got an offer and thought, you know what? We're going to take it. 30 bucks plus shipping for that. I think I paid $5 for that at a garage sale. Right next to it is a Furby that does not work. Got brown eyes. When you list your Furbies, you describe what color. This is a snowball. And look, his ears aren't even connected. They're supposed to connect up here with like a little zip tie, basically. Those aren't connected. I think somebody tried to fix this one at one time. Because you can get in, you can skin these things. There's a zip tie right there that basically holds the fur on, and then all the mechanics are underneath. So if you get rid of that, then you can peel it up. And part of that sometimes involves clipping the ears. And so I'm wondering if that's what happened, because he doesn't work. Couldn't bring him to life. I didn't work real hard at it, to be honest. There are ways to bring these things back to life very often. But when you list them, list the year, list the colors. There's a model number. Is it on the front or the back of the tag? It's on the back of the tag. Show you guys here. It's right there. He's a 7500. List that. And list the color of his eyes. Because all the 7500 white Furbies from that year aren't going to have the same color eyes. So this guy, not working. Still sold for $19.49. Plus shipping, parts of repair. People like to skin these things and make their own custom Furbies. So even if they're busted, if you can get them cheap and you don't know if they work, if they're cheap, still pick them up, because a lot of them will sell for in that $20 range. Here we've got a Casio graphing calculator. Not as good as the Texas Instruments, but this one is still a pretty good calculator and sold within about a week for the same price, actually, $19.49 plus shipping. And incidentally, this guy came from, I believe, Aunt Lori and Uncle Mark's garage sale. Once I listed him, he sold in, I don't know, 2-3 days. He sold very quickly. We don't want to miss this one down here. This one also came from North Carolina. It had just a generic case, so I took it off. See, it's written on the back. So, you know, not a high dollar, especially cartridge only, but $9.98 plus shipping for new Super Mario Brothers for the DS. Here we got some more screwdrivers heading out. This is vintage Roscoe. There's the brand right there. We'll get it to focus. Come on. There it is. Roscoe, made in the USA. This is the really popular one, if you can find these. You see how it's got like a little break in the middle? And then there's another one. It's designed for you to use two hands. So long screwdriver. It's a flat head. This is so you can get those stuck screws that have been sitting there forever. You're using two hands, you're getting more weight behind it. A lot of people like those. And this bundle, I sent out an offer this morning, and they accepted it, $18 plus shipping. And these will fit at an angle inside a padded flat rate envelope. Works very well. Here we've got Shaft. It's Isaac Hayes, the Shaft album. I got this thinking it would be better than it was. Not great. So I did actually price it pretty low. This is what I do when I get something that I like, that I decide I'm going to list anyway, but there's multiples out there on the market and it doesn't have a good sell-through rate. I price at the very bottom so that the next time one sells, if somebody sorts by lowest price, as long as mine is in comparable condition to the rest, it's going to be the first one to go. So that's what I think happened here. $8.99 plus shipping for that. Back here, Goosebumps for the Nintendo DS. This is Horrorland. This is complete. It's got the manual and everything in there. And this is a pretty good one. Sold for $14.29 plus shipping. And then these, we got some Kyrie's. Very cool colorway. I like these. These sat around for a while. I don't know why. They're decent size and in nice shape. Cool colors. I don't know. But they finally went on an offer that I sent out. The Kyrie Flytrap 2s. $18.52 plus shipping. All right, guys, let's dive in. We're going to work through these as quickly as we can, but there are actually quite a few here. I think 32 orders that we've got to pack up to get out here on Monday. We'll start over here with the hats. Carhartt is a fantastic brand. It sells very, very well. And so when I see it, especially if it's in nice shape like this, I do tend to pick it up. Here we've got a Carhartt hat. I don't like picking up the stretch fit hats as often as others. I usually leave them behind. But a brand like this, in as good a shape as it is, we're going to pick it up. $22.74 plus shipping. I think this was the box where the hats were $2, but it definitely worth it. $23 plus shipping for a hat. Here we've got Chief Wahoo. This is the old logo that's been taken off. That's why I picked it up, even though, again, it's a stretch fit. It's a new era. Got the sticker. $25.35 plus shipping. So we're working on about $50 just in two hats there. This one went to a new viewer, actually. Very cool hat. The Mule Deer Foundation with the pink and gray new hat. It's still got the cardboard inside there. And this is going to Lee for $6.99 plus shipping. And Lee wanted a troll doll as well and sent me an offer on that. And the troll doll wandered off. I don't know where it is. That happens now and again. It hasn't happened to me for a while, but it did happen. So I sent Lee a message and said, you know what? I'm going to decline your offer because I just can't find the dang thing. But I owe Lee a troll doll. So there's going to be a troll doll, no charge to you, in with this mule deer hat. Sorry about that. We got Columbia Sportswear. This is not a real high dollar hat, but still very nice condition and a cool hat. And it sold for $9.98 plus shipping. So some cool hats there. You know what? Let's get the hats out of the way. That'll give us some room to shuffle things, and we'll continue. All right. We're magically back. Mario Kart for the Wii. This is complete. It's got the manual and everything. I picked this up in North Carolina at Aunt Lori and Uncle Mark's garage sale, actually. And so it sold relatively quickly. Now, the value on this has come down a little bit in the last year or so, but still a pretty solid game. $22.74 plus shipping. This one, well, you go to the side there. This one, pretty good. This Shonen Jump One Piece Limited Adventure for the Wii. This one I picked up here in town with 3 or 4 other games, and we're now in the profit on that buy. So this 100% profit, $35.10 plus shipping for that. Another viewer purchase here. We got, this showed up on a recent video. It's a replica of one of Tom Brady's Super Bowl rings. Pretty cool. Even if you don't like the guy, you got to respect the guy, I think. Pretty impressive. And that's what's happening here. Because James, like me, a Cowboys fan, but this is too cool to pass up, James said. And I agree. That's why I picked up 4 of them. And so James bought this one for $19.49 plus shipping. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. One more game down here. Almost forgot that one. This one doesn't have a case, unfortunately. We got the cartridge, a little cover, and we got the manual there. If you can find this one complete, it's a fantastic game for the Super Nintendo, The Magical Quest, starring Mickey Mouse. This one, even without the case, sold for $43 plus shipping, an offer that I think I sent that one out, and they accepted, so pretty cool. Here we got a plush. I know, it doesn't look like much, right? It's little. It's a patootie, or a patootie, what is it? Patootie's Focus Pets. It's a Patootie's Pets. And this thing turns out is pretty good. $14.29 plus shipping. It took a little while to move, but obviously that takes up zero room in one of the totes. You know, it was actually sitting at the very bottom of one of my totes. Pretty cool. Got an Ed Hardy shirt. It's already in a bag because I accepted an offer on this a while back. Got it ready just in case they paid. I was going to be out of town that weekend, so it was ready for Mountain Mama just to put in a mailer and ship out. They didn't end up paying, so relisted, and now it's sold for full price, $31.85 plus shipping. Happy with that. This, I think, went out, well, I know it went out to a repeat buyer, and I think it's the buyer that bought one of these last week. Some little anti-slip nose pads. This is my last one, $7.99, free shipping, but it was a quantity listing of a couple, and that goes out at a 4-ounce rate. So we make a few bucks, easy peasy. Here we got a Furby. This is a limited edition Furby, actually, of Santa. I mean, limited in some sense. They released, I believe this was 500,000 of these. So it's limited, but it's not like there's 12 of them in existence. But he does work. Not real high dollar, but still, like I said, limited, and he is still a Furby. Furbies are collectible, especially if they work. And he's actually going international. $61.57 Australian dollars. So Furby headed down under. Now we got Cyndi Lauper. She's so unusual. I love this cover. This is a cool album, and it's been sitting around for, I don't know, 3-4 weeks or so, something like that. But I had a good feeling it would move. It's incredibly clean. $15.59 plus shipping. We got back here. Look at that. The original motion picture soundtrack to Rambo First Blood Part 2. Jerry Goldsmith. That guy's done music for, I don't even know how many movies. A lot of movies. Cool cover with Stallone there. I actually got that on a Whatnot auction for, I think it was $4 or $5. I got it for really cheap. And I sold it to Open Road Resale. Actually, $29.24 plus shipping. I hope you guys like that one. We've got another couple of vinyl. We'll get to those here in a minute. Let's just work our way across here. We got some Imagine Next figures. We got Crypto in there, the dog, Superman. So we got a little pile of these I got with a pile of other toys, and they took a little while to move, but again, don't take up much room at all in the little smalls bin. And I sold for $14.29 plus shipping. Here we got one of our red lines sold. I put this one to auction because I just wasn't sure. The wheels are a little bit wonky on the bottom, and so I wasn't sure what that was going to do to the value. So I figured this is, it's got a big enough a market, enough people want it that the market would decide what the value of this is. Enough people were going to bid on it. We had multiple people bidding on this one. Red lines, gold, VW Bug. It's got a sunroof, and the sunroof works. It goes back and forth. That's a big deal with this particular model, and it sold at auction for $55.55 plus shipping. Pretty cool. Another viewer sale. We had a good number of viewer sales here. Thanks, guys. I sure appreciate that. We've got a Hot Wheels button. Here we go. This one is to the Red Baron, and this one actually is headed out to True Rarities. Rachel, I believe, over at True Rarities have mentioned them before, and said this is the one thing that's kept instead of flipped when found out in the wild is the red line Hot Wheels, and just found a Red Baron in the thrift store the other day, so needed the little button to go with it. So very cool. $7.99 plus shipping. Thank you so much for coming in and picking that up. I hope you like it. It's not in perfect shape, but it's not bad. Here we got our final Kermit pin. TV reporter Kermit. The vintage pin is headed out. I think this one was $9.98 plus shipping, so some smalls going out. Here we've got another international sale. Rajon Rondo on the cover here of Slam magazine, back from, I believe this is 2011, and this one headed to Canada. $38.86 Canadian. So that'll be an easy shipper. How about another international sale? All right. These are headed to Australia. Really cool Converse. Picked these up a while back at, I think these were a Goodwill buy. And very, very clean. I did a little bit of cleaning on them, but they were pretty clean already. A little Mediterranean tropical theme going on with these, and relatively rare. I thought they were pretty cool looking. 79.93 Australian dollars. Again, that usually hovers around 75 cents US or so. Got a couple of old pressed steel trucks heading out. This one, Nylint, that's the brand, Nylint. Some of their stuff can do very well. This one is in rough shape. You can see, it's missing some paint, not good. And then the people actually, it broke at some point, and so they fixed it and they put their own hitch on there, which is pretty ingenious. I like it. This is going with it. Nylint stables, and that way, that's why they put the hitch on there, so they could still haul the horse trailer. This is often missing off of there, so even though it's in rough shape, we've got that on there. $35 plus shipping for the Nylint truck and trailer. And then this is going out. Really cool bank, and they never used it, so this is still sitting there new in the box. The John Deere bank, $38.99 plus shipping. Let's pile some stuff up over here. This black cat is awesome. It's actually kind of 3D. It spreads out and stands up. See, now this is damaged back here. Disclosed, of course, in the listing. The head is supposed to be attached. See, and it's not. So it is a little bit damaged. It's a little rough up there. It's not perfect, but these, I listed this and it had something like 8 or 10 watchers really, really quickly. I paid $1 for this at an estate sale, and I got an offer of 50, and they said, hey, I just bought some glue to repair some others, and so maybe I can repair this one. I hope this is a good enough offer. And yeah, for $1, that's a good enough offer. So that is heading on out the door. I love those vintage decorations that the estate sales think, it's just a paper decoration. It's a $50 bill right there, guys. How about the Rescuers? This is really cool. Old Walt Disney vinyl. This one sold for, I think it was $9.48 plus shipping. That an offer I sent out off of $9.98. I just took 50 cents off. This I got at that same estate sale. They're getting started a little early. Unfortunately, there was some old tape on there, and that hurt the value. There's some at the top as well. He's just one-sided. But this thing sold for $9.98 plus shipping as well. So $1 turned into 10 there. Pretty good. This, not real high dollar, but how tough is it to ship out a CD, Escape the Fate. This is a metal CD, and it sold for $1.98 plus shipping. Set that there. Ertl. The Ertl fire truck, the Texaco fire truck. These, you'll see these a lot, and very often at sales, they're going to be priced up. The folks think that they're very highly collectible, and very often they're just not, or at least not for high dollar. Still, this one I got as part of a little buyout, and it sold on an offer that I sent out, $14 plus shipping. Then we got some of our higher dollars over here. Let's get this one out of the way. I got that balanced. We'll make sure it doesn't fall down. This actually just sold this morning. This is The Doors, and I got this over on Whatnot as well from Carrie at American Arbitrage. Not real high dollar. There is some wear to the album. So, it's not like a pristine album, but The Doors, of course, sell very well. And that went out for $17 plus shipping. One more viewer sale then. A couple of animation cells. This is from Star Wars Droids. I'll pull them apart. There we go. 2 different cells. And what these were is before computer animation. They would basically hand draw every single frame. 30 frames per second, as I remember from my broadcast journalism classes. So that's an awful lot of these to make, an hour and a half movie. These, I suppose, were cartoons, so half-hour cartoons, but even then, that's a ton of these. But they're really cool, and I like selling these. I haven't sold one of these for a while, and I haven't picked up some new ones in a while, to be fair. So I probably need to buy some new ones to put in the store, but I just think they're really neat. And this came, like I said, from Star Wars Droids. It's going to add to the Star Wars collection of Kelly. Kelly picked these up for $31.18 plus shipping. I'll be able to refund some of that shipping to you, Kelly, so we'll do that. Kelly over on Mercari, Forgotten Lore, Lore. E. Very cool. So go check that out, see if there's anything you want over there. And Kelly, I might have a little extra to throw in on top of that, actually. I think I might have a little treat for you. And then we've got over here 2 really nice sellers. This a Buddy L truck, again in rough condition, but these old press steel trucks are collectible, guys. You get the right ones. But see, look at it's not great on that side. And then look at this side. That actually came off at some point, and so the wheel well, it's all wonky. They tried to glue it and fix it. If you're displaying it, it's going to be fine on this side, right? And so I assume that's what they're going to do, or they're going to fix it. I had this listed a little bit high because it's rare, especially to find with the boat trailer. This piece was particularly rare, and so it was priced a little bit high, waiting to see what happened, and I did eventually get an offer, $100 plus shipping. I accepted, and they paid within, I don't know, within the hour. It happened really quickly. So that a cool sale. And then our last highway sign, at least for now, I'm going to try and get more because they did sell pretty well. Look, there I am in the reflection. Hardee's, the char-broiled thick burger. This a retired highway sign. And I got an offer on this. I paid $40 for 3 of them. So I guess we're $13 and change into each one. Not all Hardee's. There was a Cenex and there was a Conoco. And so this is the last to move out. I accepted an offer of $90 plus shipping for that. Pretty solid and very, very easy to ship. You just wrap it in a couple of priority boxes. That thing is not going to get damaged in shipping. It's very heavy duty. So I don't mind shipping those. They're quite easy and generally get pretty good reviews after the customer gets them. They love these. And then Jeff came in. Check out Jeff's store. Cool stuff in there. And he said, like me, he likes to believe that selling lower dollar stuff is okay. Brings people into the store that might not be looking for that more expensive item you have listed, and then realize that, well, they can't live without it. So Jeff got himself some Halloween ducks. We got werewolf, we got the purple devil, and we got Dracula in red. Jeff, thank you so much. Good sales. I'm very happy, and it's a good mix of that low dollar stuff, the average, the $15, $20, $25 stuff, and then you got your $90 and $100 sales. That's how I like my weekends to work, and so very happy with how all that turned out. And I do have one quick ask for you guys. I need to pick up some vinyl. I need some records. Now, I need some specific records, okay? And my garage sale's starting to dry up, and so it's going to be hard for me to find those, and I don't have any right now. So if you can help me out, you vinyl sellers out there, what I'm looking for, and I'll buy them from you. I need some classical, okay? So I need Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, Brahms, those guys. So I need them in good playable condition. I mean, these are to play. And so I need some of those, some classical music if you've got those. And then I need some country, western, but like current stuff, okay? So if you've got some current, and I love the Willie and the Waylon and, that sort of thing. I think we're thinking more current. And so if you have any of that, let me know. Shoot me either an email. Down in the description is my email and also my Instagram information. You can shoot me a DM on there as well if you can help me out there. I can't promise I'm going to buy them from you, but there's a chance that I can head on into your store and pick those up. So I would appreciate if you get in touch with me. And until I talk to you next time, guys, we'll see you.